Is it too late to start a clothing brand in 2021? Now, you're probably searching this video because you feel like everybody and their mama has a clothing brand right now. Literally, I can't even get my hair cut at the barbershop without someone trying to sell me a t-shirt or a jogger set. And I get it. Clothing is super saturated right now, and it's easier than ever to get started. And I probably played a hand in it because I did create a video called How to Start a Clothing Brand in 2021. So if you like this video, definitely check out that one because that's going to actually teach you how to start your clothing brand in 2021. But in this video, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Is it too late? Maybe, maybe not. But before we get into the video, definitely thumbs up this video now. I would greatly appreciate it. And go ahead and caress that subscribe button. I'm on the road to 100K. I want to hit 100K this year. And my mama says closed mouths don't get fed. So I would really appreciate it if you supported me on this journey. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Here is my perspective on whether or not I think it is too late to start a clothing brand in 2021 or not. And personally, for me, I don't think it is too late. And here is why, okay? So the first reason is because branding is so important, you guys. And I want to explain it to you in very literal sense, right? So for me, this is my hat here. You can see it, right? There you go. This is my hat, right? And here is a hat by Vans. It essentially looks exactly the same. Come on, focus. Boom, right? Two similar hats, black and white, right? But let's just say, you don't know who Vans is, right? For whatever reason, if you've been living under a rock, you don't know what Vans is, right? But, this doesn't resonate with you. Vans does not resonate with you at all, right? You don't know what Vans is. You don't skate. Culturally, you don't care about Vans, right? But take my clothing brand, right? Movements over barriers. You believe in being fearless, right? You believe in this. You believe in movements over barriers. You're going to buy this hat over this one, right? Because you resonate with this more than you resonate with this. So that's why I think branding is so key, and people knowing your brand story, your brand voice when you're creating your clothes, because so many people just create a logo and slap it on a t-shirt, or create a logo and slap it on a jogger set, right? And there's no emotional attachment to your clothes. So when I tell people about my clothing, when I tell people about my brand story, it causes people to want to buy from me rather than purchasing a similar hat again by Vans, right? Because again, if you don't resonate with this, but you resonate with this, right? You resonate with this hat, you're gonna buy this hat over this one. It doesn't matter how long Vans has been in business if you don't resonate with their brand. So I think no matter when you started your brand or whenever, as long as you know your brand voice, you know your brand story and can articulate it, and it's articulated through your clothes, you can still have a successful clothing brand even if you start in 2021. And with that being said, y'all buy like 50 of these, right? Go to mobclothing.co and buy as many as you want, okay? I would really appreciate the support. Now, the second reason why I think it's not too late to start a clothing brand in 2021 is because of longevity, right? If you're looking to try to be an overnight success with your clothing brand, you're gonna be in a rude awakening, especially if you don't have the finances to do so. Listen, all the brands that you know and love probably were in development for a long time, and on top of that have been around for years and decades. So it takes a long time for your brand to be a household name, and you never know where your brand will be and where other brands will be in the next 5 to 10 years. So as long as you play the long game, and you're not looking for overnight success, and again, you have a really good brand, you have a good brand story, brand voice, you know who your target audience is, over time, your brand will start to pick up steam as you grow as a person, as an entrepreneur, right? There's just so much opportunity over time. I just think so many people are looking for, quick wins, that they're not looking at the longer picture. So as long as you start your brand now, but you're looking 5 to 10 years out, I think you can be successful. But if you're looking at the short term, you may not be as successful as you may like. But one thing that my friend Sean Kennel always says, you know, people always overestimate what they can try to do in a year, but they underestimate what they can do in 5 years. So, you know, really take that as, you know, a good quote to really hold on to, because longevity matters, especially in the fashion and clothing niche. The third reason why I think it's not too late to start a clothing brand in 2021 is because we do live in this social media digital age, okay? You know, we now have the ability to go direct to consumer. We don't have to worry about big department stores, you know, housing our inventory. So we don't have to be in Macy's or JCPenney's or PacSun's or anything like that. We can literally go direct to consumer ourselves, right? And that's why I preach understanding paid advertising, because it's going to be very, very pivotal in your success. So understanding how to set up a Shopify store, understanding how to run, you know, Facebook and Instagram ads, right? And Google ads. This is very imperative for your success, you know, and I would definitely want you guys to check out my video, you know, how to market your clothing brand. Definitely check that video out too. That's a very, very good video if you want to learn, you know, the marketing strategies that I use for my own clothing brand. But definitely, you definitely have an advantage now starting your clothing brand in 2021 than maybe 20 years ago. So we are, again, in a digital age. And so there's a lot of things that can help speed up your growth, especially if you're knowledgeable in it. So, you know, I would definitely recommend, again, learning these paid strategies, you know, watching some of my videos or watching other videos to learn how to market your clothing brand effectively. So listen, if you've been on the fence about starting your clothing brand, definitely go ahead and start it. I mean, the way that I look at it, right, before Uber came around, there were still taxis, right? Before Netflix came around, there was Blockbuster, right? So just because, you know, you're new to a space doesn't mean that you can't dominate. So if it's something that you're truly passionate about, definitely do your research, really try to figure out your niche, you know, who your target audience is, really figure out your brand story, you know, and your brand voice, figure out paid ad strategies, and I promise you, your clothing brand will pop if you have patience and you're willing to work at it. But that is it for the video. If you like this video, check out some of these videos over here. I'm sure you will like them. And if you haven't already, make sure that you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, be easy.